Hello, welcome guys to another bombshell of relationship matter. Roll it. Guy, number one is lying. When a lady or a man is always telling the partner lies, just know that marriage will not work. Just know that marriage will not work out, because by the time you are dating that person and the person kept telling you lies, today the person is your man will tell you lies, tomorrow the woman will tell you lies, both of you are just pathological liar. You are born being liars. You have PhD degree, emeritus in lie telling. Just know that when you enter marriage, it will be worse, because by the time one of you start cheating on each other, the person will say that is my twin brother, when you know very well that your sister don't even, your wife don't even have a twin, or your husband don't even have a twin. So put that in mind though, telling lies before you decide to enter marriage. So it's one of the things you have to throw away. If you know you are deeply in love with somebody and the person kept telling you lies, just withdraw that love, look for another lover. Another one is malice and enmity. When you are in a relationship and you want to marry somebody, you find out that like this person like keeping malice. When you offend the person, even though you apologize, he or she will still sleep with that malice till the following day. Some people say till weeks. They will not be eating their friendship food anymore. They will not be eating their girlfriend food. Don't go into that relationship to end up in marriage with that person, because you will regret it at the end of your life. Malice, it kills. Your partner now, you will offend your partner and you will beg that your partner for forgiveness. Your partner will refuse to eat your food or refuse to give you money for monthly upkeep. Stay away from that kind of person. It will not work in marriage. Another thing is secrets. If you are dating somebody and the person is full of secrecy, you have not entered marriage yet oh. You are seeing certain things and you will ask this person what is going on. He will just wave you, full of secrecy. He doesn't like discussing things and he wants a future between the two of you. Just run, borrow leg, join your leg, run from that kind of relationship oh. It will not work. Secrecy is a big thing that kills a marriage. It will not work. So starvation of sex, we are talking of kerewa here. If you are dating somebody, every time the person is always giving you one excuse or the other by the time you want him or her, just know that when you enter marriage, it will be the worst. When you enter marriage, it will be the worst, because then two of you are now man and wife living under the same roof, sleeping on the same bed. You understand? But when you are dating this person and you go to visit this person, is always telling you one thing, and this person is not even a born again Christian. Vamoose, so this person is not a born again Christian, vamoose, because you don't even know. By the time now you now marry the person, the person tontos now might be like a little banana, and at the end of the day now you will be crying. By that time now you put yourself for inside trouble. So starvation of sex is something people should look into before they decide that they want to marry somebody. If the person starve you from sex, e bad well, because some people will say I no go fit again though. Before you know that they go dey kerewa for outside, they go dey jogodo for outside, and it's not good. It's sinful before God. So that is that that you should put in mind. If you know you want to marry somebody, check the person well, whether that person is not giving excuse every time when two of you want to jogodo. That one is another thing. Another thing is laziness of willing to help out. Laziness of unwillingness to help out. You are so lazy, you don't want to help your man to do anything, you don't want to help your woman, and at the end of the day you say you want to marry that person. You will suffer. By the time you enter the house, you will suffer, because you might now be a slave. As a woman now, you might not be a slave. The man might not even carry a broom for one day to sweep the floor, let alone that he will want to do the dishes. So at the end of the day, he will say everything na woman, because he don't marry you. When a man cannot help you when you are dating, little support, little things to help you to dust the house, does the chairs, remove cobwebs? Is it when the two of you are now man and wife that it will help you? It's obvious that that relationship, you as a woman will be the one that will suffer. You will carry the cross when you end up to marry that kind of man. So be very careful when you are dating somebody, a lady or a man that doesn't want to do anything. That person is totally lazy. The person don't want to assist you in any way. Domestic chores, the person don't want to assist you. Run from that kind of person, oh, because marriage is supposed to be a thing of fun, a thing of love, a thing of support, not just one side person. So that is what I will talk about when we talk about laziness, not willing to help out. Then another thing is stinginess. When you are dating somebody that is stingy, be it the lady, be it the man, then you are not married to this person. This person cannot even carry you out to Mr. Big, any eateries, cannot even spoil you, cannot even give you gifts once in a while. Even your birthday sef na wahala for am to even buy you one of the cheapest birthday card in supermarket. Run away from that person, because by the time you marry that kind of person, I'm sure that you as the person will be the one spending 95%, while the person spends in only 5% in the house. So stinginess is not a good thing in relationship. Neither is it a good thing in marriage. So people dating stingy people who don't want to spend, who don't want to release on their partner, run away, run 440. Another thing again is cheating partners. When you are dating, because they say relationship is easier to and it's better for you to end up a relationship than for you to end up marriage. So when you are dating somebody and you find out that that person is always cheating, no matter how that love you have for that person is, so just pray to God Almighty who is in heaven to take back that love, so that you can go and look for another person that can give you that love that you have already been given and you've already bestowed on this your former man or this your former woman. Because by the time you end up in marriage with a cheating partner, I'm sorry is your name, because you will cry out, and your mama and your papa, they no go know wetin you dey pass through. Your friends no go know wetin you dey pass through. You will want to even keep that pain in your heart. I have seen somebody that told me, that said, if I find out that my man cheats, I will cheat. A married woman for that matter, and at the end of the day, she cheated as well. She cheated, as God will even want to punish her. That cheat now, she got pregnant from that cheat, and at the end of the day, she gave birth to a child. So when you know that this person is like this before, why will you go and do I do with the person? And at the end of the day, you start cheating. Stay away from cheating partners. Stay away from cheating partners. Be it guy, be it the woman, because women too cheat. Now women, they even they cheat pass because when they find out that their men are cheating, they go do their own. They are ready to even do itself with the man's younger brother, the man's elder brother, the man's neighbor, the man's driver, the man's gate man. Anyone when they come, they carry go back out, they open leg. So when you are dating somebody and you find out that that person is cheating, try as much as possible, except you are very, very prayerful, because prayer changes things. Except it's only prayer that can change that partner for you. If not, cheating will continue in your marriage. So be very, very careful, oh, when it comes to cheating. So she said she will cheat, as I said, because the man cheated on her. So stay away from people that will not give you attention, okay? Always full of excuses. Today they will tell you, I am going out with my friends. I am going to visit my mother. Always full of excuses. You don't have time to go out together as friends. I'm talking of friendship now. Let alone when you are now married to that person. Is that when the person will take you out? The person will not take you out. Oh. So when you know you are dating somebody that will not have time for you, no attention, run as you fit, run, borrow leg, join your leg, run from that relationship. Because by the time you marry, you start having babies, that man or that woman that doesn't have your attention, it will be attention climax 100, because the thing will come put some percentage. Because now it's not only you now that is there, children don't enter the house. Okay, so that is what the person will be telling now. My attention is on my kids, my attention is on my kids. Whereas when two of you were dating, There was no single attention for either of you. And now you want to say my attention is for my kids, my attention is for my kids. Run from that kind of person. If you have a man who is always giving you excuses, no attention, no go carry you out, no go get your time, too often no go dey play like man and woman, then at the end of the day now you say you want to go marry that kind of person. Now you sabi you go carry your cross. You see Jesus Christ in the Bible, he carried his cross. Even when people offered to carry for him, they no gree make they help and carry am. So that's so you yourself, you go carry your cross. So all these are the things I mentioned. Lie telling in relationship. If you are with a liar, not just end up with marriage at all, because too often na go dey continue to dey lie for una sef. If you keeping malice, not end up with the marriage at all, because at the end of the day na so malice, enmity, now na go dey keep una sef. If you are that type that keep secret, everything secret, you no dey fit tell your partner anything you want to do, you are seeing that your partner as a devil, as a witch, enemy of progress. That is how it will be when you end up in marriage with that person. Starvation of sex is another ogbonge one, because that is what spice up marriage. Apart from companionship in relationship, another thing is sex. So people should put that in mind. Sex, so except you be that type of person, you know, they crazy about sex, then you will say, okay, I want to go into the marriage. But don't forget, they say body not be firewood though, because you get as your body go stay rich, the place go dey scratch you, the clitoris go dey scratch you, the tonton go dey scratch you, go don't stand for action. And at the end of the day, your partner they tell you one story or the other, body not day today, oh, I no go fit to today, oh, I beg pardon me, oh, I don't tire, oh, office is working too much, oh, business is too much, oh. Now you go they cry at the end of the day. So it's better you back out in the relationship than for you to further into marriage. Another thing is stinginess. When you are dating somebody, the person is so stingy, akagom, now they come and super glue back, you know, they release. I died, oh, now words pass, you naka for where it don't mesh together. At the end of the day, now you go they cry when you go enter marriage, because of I want to answer Mrs. I do. I want to answer Mr. I do. When you were dating that person, this person is stingy, you know, they fit buy you chewing gum. Now when you can't enter, now you want to go buy you Hollandis. At the end of the day, now you go carry them for yourself. Now the cross, as Jesus Christ carrying cross for Bible, now so you go carry them. When you are married with it to a stingy man, or you are married to a stingy woman, everything and one person go they do, one person ain't go they do. It's a tired person though. Even Dangote, when he did it, who is the richest Black Africa, I believe says so kind time himself and giving the tire ram, and so it be. So when we talk of another one again, we're talking of cheating. When you know your partner is cheating when two of you are dating, not better at all say you won't go enter marriage because it go worse. You go they sleep with your neighbor children, you go they sleep within your neighborhood, you go they cry like this, cry in day out. Man they enjoy himself, they go, or woman they enjoy herself, they go, they gallivant everywhere for the street as a dog. At the end of the day, now you curse them because you saw all these signs before. You now say no, because of your pretty face, because of your tight pussy, because of your magic stick, I want to join, I want to date, I want to end my life with you, I want make two of us become husband and wife for future, I want make we become number one, where people go know say yes, that maybe your number one handbag. At the end of the day, pretense is real though. The man go they pretend that time for relationship, one at the relationship, they cheat, go they tell your back, sorry baby. By the time we marry, I no go do am again. I'm sorry baby. By the time you don't turn to I do, I no go do am again. I am sorry baby. By the time you don't take me to the altar, I no go do am again. That is like man. Except you put your 2 knees for ground, you pray very well oh, because they say a prayer woman na him be the pillar of him house, or a prayer man too na him be the rock or the foundation of him house. So if two of you not sabi pray, make God remove that spirit of cheating for each of una. Una go carry person pikin come now, the person na the first person pikin think say na una nine get pikin, and the end of the day not una get pikin. So by the time pikin want to relocate to America or Dubai or to anywhere, they say okay mama pikin bring DNA test. By that time we go the hear story that touches the heart. So my people, for story that touches the heart not to exist, stay away when you know that your partner, when you never marry, never do I do, they cheat on you. Just run away. 540. That one is not even a 10 person. Love no reach that level. Okay? Love reach level when we know say the person love you really for who you are, not be for what you be or for who you be. Now the person love you for who you are, and the person ready to stick to you for who you are. No matter what, whether you are pretty, you go school, you get education, or you not get, or you be leper, or you get leprosy, or you be whatever, your face not fine, or you be what we know, the person accept you for who you are. Whether you get money, you be drug pusher, you be medicine man, or you be carpenter, or you be whatever, you be taxi driver, anything you be around the world, your wife to be accept you for who you are. So at the end of the day, that person no go want to cheat on you, because that person knows say na all these qualities there for your body. When I just mention na say you no go school, but in love you for who you are, and you know they cheat. At the end of the day, you go say, yes, I want to follow this man to the altar. I want to follow this man. I want him to be the father of my children. I want to follow this woman. I want her to be the mother of my children. So when we talk about cheat, and you are seeing all these things, and the person too, they do am for your front, they tell you say, ah baby, forgive me, I beg you, no go do am again when we don marry. I tell you, the person go do am times 100. By the time you don't enter that relationship, that marriage, the person will do them times 100. At the end of the day, I'm sorry, that be your case. Okay, now bye bye now. See you some other time, God willing. Thank you.